Hello, guys. I am Professor Julio Rezende from Brazil. I will be doing a presentation about Astrodesertanism, learnings from Brazilian semi-arid to think future presence on Mars. As an introduction, since very young, I like Native American culture. Also, since very young, I like to watch the sky and share this experience with my family and friends, being something communitarian, because since my childhood, we like to watch the sky. Yes, also we in Brazilian semi-arid we have a place, a region called Sertão that is far from the cities, is more isolated, and you can see a very beautiful sky. And how isolated areas in the world can inspire our imagination, dialogue with cosmos, since a place with low lighting pollution. This is an important question. And how can cosmos can inspire a new mindset? How technologies also designed to space can be applied in our daily life, and how sustainability practice on deserts can inspire about to live in the future settlements on Mars. In this case, our research on Earth, also the research on space, the both dimensions can would present complementary gifts. Here are questions. What do you see? And this is something interesting. This photo from Habitat Marte location. Also the Earth being a spot to watch our presence on space. Also, this is deeply connected with the view of Frank White about the overview effect, and this is a practice that we have in Habitat Mars Space Analog Station, connected with some practice like meditation, sunset observation, astronomy observation, and astronomical storytelling, and also satellites observation. All this is happening in Habitat Marte. Habitat Marte is a space analog station in southern hemisphere. Also, 100 kilometers in the countryside of Rio Grande do Norte State, from Natal. And these presents some space simulations habitats, as possible see here in this image. Yes, also how they are spread in the in this area. Also, yes, as I was mentioning, the Sertão is our spot to watch this cosmos. Sertão is like is derived from desertão, big desert. Since the Portuguese visited the desert in north of Africa, in Brazil, the word suffered a contraction from desertão to sertão. This landscape presents association with deserts, prairies, backlands, outbacks, etc. And a new meaning would be like impassable, pathless, and impervious. Sertão we are attached to for good and bad, as all places when dialogue with urban and countryside. Also, we have like a typical a person from here is called vaqueiro, that lives in these rush conditions, and we think how the way of life of this vaqueiro can be uh, insightful to think about the future presence on Mars. Yes. Also, can see some connections between Vaqueiro and the Hermit. Both of them are watching the having like a observation of cosmos and also the nature. And also you can see like a psychological dimension when we see like the desert of ourselves, when we are like we experience the loneliness or the emptiness, and how this psychological experience can be insightful to think about our lives and to think about our decisions. Yes, and how we can be like resilient emotionally speaking. Yes, and how in these conditions we need to think how to live with ourselves, and observing like living in a condition like this on Sertão or in deserts around the world, and also how we can live with ourselves in different conditions that we live in around the world. Yeah, also thinking psychologically, Carl Jung presents some guidelines about the individuation process, about we watch our shadows, think about these aspects. Yes, and this certain vacuum or certain emptiness can be opportunity about we look inside. Yes. Yes. Also, we are living like a hero pathway during the space analog missions, uh, doing steps and also preparing ourselves for the missions and also living the process of the mission and evaluating the results of our missions in terms of psychologically and technical learnings. And also, this what we are thinking is very connected with philosophy of adaptation. And these, in our case, we are inspired in Brazilian semi-arid, but we can see like other geographical remote places in the world, like U.S., Old West, or Canada, Devon Island, or Gobi Deserts, or deserts of Portugal or Africa or different places in the world, like how these deserts can be insightful in terms of new ideas to think about our life on Earth and in our future presence on Mars. And also during the space analog missions, we are trying to see a very space-safe connections. In this case, in our analog missions, we have many insights from the experience of analog astronauts about how to deal with the desertification, water scarcity, and climate stress. And also, we are talking about sustainability and resilience, emphasizing closed loop systems, renewable energy, efficient water reuse, and food production and control environments. And this is a photo that I'd like to show the how is the operation of our self-sustaining habitat, observing aspects of water management, controlling food production, solar energy, health, and communication, that all of these aspects would be important for to think about the operation of self-sustaining habitats and also just happening in the International Space Station. Also, Astrodesertanism can inspire like a new culture, and this like was some like a collage that I did with inspired in the Brazilian sertão here, as is possible to see. And maybe this experience can inspire like some cultural experience from the members that are participated in space analog missions. Yes, some very interesting potential in terms of observe the sky. And one of the last sentence to say, we are all astronauts because we are in an Earth ship traveling in the universe, and how we can be more connected with these perspectives, with this dimension, because many of us or the great part of society is disconnected about our connection as space travelers in space. Yes, he only to show like how we are traveling this universe. Also, like a very well-known photo of a pale blue dot. And also to conclude, some words. In short, Astrodesertanism, Brazilian semi-arid, is a living laboratory for developing sustainable practices that prepare humanity for space exploration, while simultaneously addressing Earth environmental and social challenge. This is the photo of the last space analog mission that happens in Brazil during world biggest analog. They spent 2 weeks here in Habitat Marte. This is a photo of our greenhouse. Okay, guys, thanks so much. These are my contacts, and this video will be released on YouTube. And thanks so much.